Dalton.
Yeah,
Make some noise for Dalton. Go Cougs. It's gonna be a good one. Picture hot. Picture Ferda.
Well, hello once again, baseball fans and addicts, wherever you may be. Welcome to Pickles Baseball. Tonight is the first of a 7-game homestand in which the Pickles will be playing host to the Ridgefield Raptors and the Springfield Drifters later in the week. I'm Mike Chex, working alongside Gary, Crow, Ian, Matthew, who has been banished to the party deck this series, Pruitt, Malachi, and many others, and we will be bringing you all of the action tonight and for the rest of the 2023 season. Also joining us in the booth tonight is Hunter Shoemake, broadcaster for the Raptors. But for now, we're going to kick it down to our public address announcers, Joe Simons and Jeremiah Coughlin, for the start of tonight's game.
Welcome back to Walker Stadium for tonight's matchup between the Ridgefield Raptors. Your Portland Pickles. Yeah! Make some noise, Walker Stadium, huh? Wow! Sunny at 75 in Portland? Come on, get Tuesday now. Tuesday, wow! I'm Joe Simons. I'll be your public address announcer this evening. That spicy tamale down there in your field is Jeremiah Coughlin, your on-field host. Tonight is game 4 of the 2023 regular season that we played at Walker Stadium. Tonight is softball night presented by Senestrera Orthodontics. In honor of World Softball Day, we want to celebrate the sport that brings us all together. Whether you're a baby or 80 years old, you can still play. There's no better way to hang out after your game than a Pickles game. Jeremiah, do we have our ceremonial first picture? I think they're still warming up, Joe. Uh-huh. Well, anyway, how you doing, buddy? I'm good. You see this? Beautiful out here. Gorgeous. 8 days away. Did you miss us? Did you miss the Pickles? I missed the Pickles. These interns got their new schmazzy outfits. You notice those? No, what are they wearing? These high-vis. Yeah, give them a wave, Jimmy. Oh, a bright, identifiable. How about a hand for our interns? Number one intern, very good. The highlighter green shirts. Ask them difficult questions. They're ready to answer. Yeah. I think we already have it. Oh, Walker Stadium, our ceremonial first pitch tonight is going to be thrown by Miss Oregon Team USA, Isabella Ellsworth. Double grip. One more time for Isabella. And now, Walker Stadium, it is time for something unprecedented. In honor of World Softball Day, get ready for our first ever ceremonial first hit. Ooh. Always, so Jeremiah, how I think the game here at Walker Stadium. Joining us is is a Fairmont State U commit, Allison Nordling. So Allison is going to fire one in there, and old Dylan T is going to try to sock it.
I give him 0 chance. Negative 0 chance.
You didn't even see that?
No. His hat, I think, is over his eyes. Swing. Just swing. Close your eyes and swing. There you go.
That's 0-2. Make some noise, Walker Stadium!
First ever ceremonial strikeout, I think, is what we're going for. Oh, the guy's ball, yeah. Let's hear it for everybody involved.
Allison Nordling!
Allison got the heat.
Happy World Softball Day, everybody.
World Softball Day. How fun is that? Love it.
It's now time to meet the starters for tonight's game. First, for the visiting Ridgefield Raptors. Leading off and playing second from the University of Portland, number 14, Jake Surcana. Batting second, the shortstop from the University of Oklahoma, number 46, Jackson Nicholas. Batting third, playing right from Cumberland U, number 8, Trent Brooks. Batting cleanup for Ridgefield, the first baseman of College of the Canyons, number 38, Andy Allison. Batting fifth, the designated hitter from Ventura College, number 7, Reese Calvin. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 40, Isaac Cummings. Batting seventh for Ridgefield, playing center field from Fullerton College, number 9, Britton Beeson. Batting eighth, playing third from Glenn U, number 26, Jeff Hoffman. Batting ninth, playing left for Golden West U, number 16, Jack Salmon. On the mound for the Raptors, from Northwest Nazarene College, number 37, Blake Hammond. The manager for the Raptors is Chris Cope. Walker Stadium, are you ready to meet your Pickles? Leading out tonight, the designated hitter from the University of Hawaii, number 9, Alvaro. Batting second and playing center field from Cal State Bakersfield, number 16, Tyler Stanado. Batting third and playing third from Long Beach State, number 10, Armando Briseño. Batting cleanup and playing right from St. Peter's, number 18, Nicky Marcantinados. And batting fifth is the shortstop from the University of the Pacific, number 6, Jack Macho.
Sixer Ferda.
Batting sixth and playing first from Seattle U, number 38, Cameron Tainted. Batting seventh and playing left from the University of Hawaii, number 14, Sage Lancaster. Batting eighth is your catcher from Wazoo, number 39, Andrew Lapena. Batting ninth for the Hicks and playing second from the University of Nevada, number 48, Jackson Waller. And skirting the mound for Portland from Western Oregon, number 43, Dylan Chalmers. The Pickles are coached by Brian Drake, George Marcus, and Rick Williams. The associate head coach of the Pickles is Jim Hommel, and Portland is managed by Mark Max Magdaleno. At this time, we ask that you please stand, remove your hats, and direct your attention to the flag in left field for our national anthem sung by Camille Sherman. Newman, one more time. Also selling beer down in the concourse.
Well, good evening, baseball fans. Good to have all of you along in the chat here on the YouTube broadcast. Thanks for joining us tonight. Already see a number of friends checking in. Glad to have you along. Your game time temperature here at Walker Stadium, 72 degrees with an 11-mile-an-hour wind out of the northwest. My guess is, based upon the trees out in right field, that is going to be a swirling wind once again. Ridgefield Raptors in to take on your Portland Pickles. Portland Pickles starting play tonight in a tie for second place in the West Coast League South. Tied with the Corvallis Knights. Ridgefield Raptors in a three-way tie for fourth place in the West Coast League South early season. Pickles coming off a 4-2 road trip. Lost the last two games, looking to end that slide tonight. For the Raptors, it's going to be Jake Sakata, Jackson Nicholas, and Trent Prokes. Starting us off here in the top of the first inning, defensively for your Portland Pickles, behind the dish, that's Andrew McKenna. Cameron Dayton at first base, Jackson Waller at second, Armando Briseño at third, Jack Metcho at short, Zage Lancaster, Kyler Stancato, and Nicky Marcantinados, your outfielders from left to right. Beautiful night here at Walker Stadium. I'm told sunset this evening will be just a few minutes after 9 o'clock. For those of you that like to play along at home, the over-under tonight has been set at 2 hours and 53 minutes. In the press box here, the under has the most action tonight. Out on the mound, that is Dylan Chalmers for your Portland Pickles. Jake Sakata from the University of Portland going to lead us off tonight. Chalmers comes set. First pitch on the way at 7:15, popped up. Stancato takes a step or two in, settles under it, makes the catch, and we are underway. One pitch, one out. Gary Oswalt checking in the chat. Hello, Tom Jones already here. Saw Debbie earlier. Hello to you all. Glad you could join us tonight. First pitch of the second at-bat on the way. That one misses ball one. Jackson Nicholas at the plate. Jackson playing shortstop from Oklahoma. This is his first game in the West Coast League season. 1-0 pitch on the way. Swung on, and that one hit sharply out to right field, giving chase, and able to track it down, Nicky Marcantinados. Quick two down for Dylan Chalmers. Trent Prokes to the plate, two down here, top of the first inning. Prokes from Cumberland University. Takes a look at the first pitch, watches it go by. 1-0. Jim Delaney, welcome to the broadcast. Glad to have you along. 1-0 pitch on the way in. Over for a strike. That one floats in. 1-1. Rochelle checking in the chat. Glad to have you along. Thanks for joining the broadcast tonight. Lights already on here at Walker Stadium. It'll be a while before they take effect. 1-1 pitch popped up. Out into center field. Stancato drifts over towards left, settles under it, makes the catch, and that will do it for the Raptors here in the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. Your Portland Pickles coming up.
said those SPB tips.
That's the easier guy. Yeah, we're going to do the fly ball challenge over here.
Yeah, they got a little game set up. You catch 4 out of 5 when they toss it to you. Out of the machine, win a free Max PP t-shirt. So, out there on the left field berm, Max PP. Third baseline. Get out there. Go check out the little t-shirt.
All right, Pickles fans, welcome back. Out on the mound, you are watching Blake Hammond warm up for the Ridgefield Raptors. Blake from Northwest Nazarene College has played in 2 games so far, started one of those, has pitched 6 1/3 innings. He's got an ERA of 2.84, and he will be facing Nihel Calderon, Kyler Stancato, and Armando Briseño here in the first inning.
For your Portland Pickles, the designated hitter. From the University of Hawaii.
Defensively for Ridgefield, Isaac Loving's behind the dish, Andy Allenson at first, Jake Sakata at second, Jeff Hoffman at third, Jackson Nicholas is the shortstop, Jake Salmon, Britton Beeson, and Trent Prokes, your outfielders from left to right. Blake Hammond stares in, comes set. His first pitch of the ball game, swung on and hit towards second. Sakata over the throw to first, jumping, and apparently Nihel Calderon safe at first. That'll go down as E4. So Calderon on board via the error. Priggster checking in from Phoenix, Arizona. Welcome. Jeff Austin, glad to have you along. Welcome. Shadows almost have overtaken the entirety of the outfield, creeping in on the infield. First pitch to Stancato, misses away, ball 1. Kyler Stancato from Cal State Bakersfield. Takes a look at the 1-0 pitch, catches the outside part of the plate, 1-1. Lewis Rose is checking into the chat. Howdy, Lewis. Good to have you along. Here just in time for the umpires. Tim Montoya behind the plate. Clint Baxter out in the field. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and a huge bouncer. Only play is going to be to first base. Nihel Calderon advancing to second. Stancato out on the fielder's choice. Runner on in scoring position for your Pickles, and that'll bring up third baseman number 10, Armando Briseño. Briseño from Long Beach State University, a chance to drive in an early run for your Pickles. Hammond comes set, looks back at second, pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off. TBB SK9 from Kansas City, Missouri. Welcome to the broadcast. Glad to have you along. Steve Metro checking in. Welcome back. Hammond stares into Lovings, has the sign he was looking for. Brings in the 0-1. That one down the middle, 0-2. Jack Thompson, glad to have you on the broadcast. Welcome. Jackson Nicholas playing out on the outfield grass at short. Look back to second. Hammond's 0-2, swung on and fouled down the first base line. Count stays 0-2. Hammond climbs back up on the mound. Calderon gets a lead at second, short lead. Still draws a look back from Hammond. 0-2 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off the tone pole and back into the infield. Mark Antinados on deck for your Pickles. Briseno behind in the count, 0-2. Hammond comes set. Next pitch on the way, swung on and popped up to the right. Does not look like it's going to stay in play. Not quite out to the berm. Wow, we got fans knocking over boards out there trying to get the foul ball. Nicely done. A lively crowd tonight. Viper checking in from Denver, Colorado. Welcome. Still 0-2 the count on Armando. Pitch on the way, swung on that one, hit towards center field. Beeson going back. A couple steps in front of the warning track, makes the catch. Calderon takes off for third, and he is going to get in there. Deep fly out to center field for Briseno. So the Pickles are 90 feet away from their first run of the ball game, and that's going to bring up right fielder Nicky Marcantinados. Nicky from St. Peter's University takes a look at the first pitch, hits it towards short. Nicholas waits for it to throw over to first base. It not in time. Give Nicky Marcantinados an RBI infield single. Fans, time to raise those chairs. Ethan Bryant checking in from Springfield, Missouri. Welcome, glad to have you along. So your West Coast League Player of the Week, Jack Metcho to the plate. Marcantinados on at first base. Hammond comes set. His pitch gets away from the catcher, moving down to second base. Going to be Nicky Marcantinados on the pass ball. So another run on in scoring position as the green smoke wafts through the trees out in left field. Hammond looks back towards second. And again, now brings in the 1-0 pitch. High ball 2, 2-0. Well, Debbie, if you've got an animal around or a stuffed animal or something that you could raise into the air, you know, anything's acceptable. Metcho takes a look at the 2-0 pitch, which misses away. Ball 3, 3-0. Cameron Dayton on deck. Blake Hammond's 3-0 pitch, taken all the way over for a strike, 3-1. We've lost the use of our radar gun temporarily, so I don't have speeds on these pitches. My apologies, friends. Look back towards second, 3-1 pitch on the way, misses low, ball 4. So Metcho works a walk, and that will bring up your first baseman, number 38, Cameron Dayton. Dayton from Seattle U comes to the plate here in the first inning with 2 on, 2 outs. First pitch he sees, swung on and taken hard into right center field at the wall. Not able to make the catch. Britton Beeson gave it a heck of an opportunity, but was unable to come up with it. That is an RBI double for Cameron Dayton. On the play, Nicky Marcantinados comes in to score, as does Jack Mecho, who was running with 2 down. Scored all the way from first base. 3 runs are in for your Pickles here in the top of the first inning. Welcome back to Arm Day, fans. Make up pitch speeds, it'll be just fine. Well, I know that historically is how it was done, but check swing, did he go around? Apparently so. 0-1 the count on Zage Lancaster. Zage from the University of Hawaii at Manoa. Oh, 1 pitch on the way in, misses away, ball 1, 1-1. Pickles faithful here at the stadium being rowdy already tonight. They missed home games, and I don't blame them. Hammond's 1-1 pitch on the way. Lancaster thought about swing and didn't. That was a called strike. 1-2 on the Pickles left fielder. Corbin Kerr checking in. Glad to have you along. Will we get the radar back tonight? That I do not know about. Wind and the 1-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and taken out towards right field. Will it stay fair? It will not. Out on the berm. Nobody brave enough to attempt to make a catch out there. What about the scoreboard? Did the scoreboard go away? The scoreboard's in the upper left-hand corner of the broadcast. One and 2 the count. Pitch on the way, swung on and popped out to the parking lot. That is a foul. 1-2 still. How's the park feeling tonight? They're going to be rowdy. We got a bunch of little kids out on the right field berm that are chasing somebody around who caught the last foul ball, so that's delightful. 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on and again spoiled foul. Park won't keep this one. Pruitt, the chat would like a dolphin, please. Well, Pruitt is working the sound tonight. We do not have Moose working sound for us this evening. 1-2 pitch on the way. Misses low. Ball 2. Nice stop by Isaac Lovings behind the dish. There we go. Now the radar speed on the scoreboard at the park is not working this 5 minutes. It's temperamental. We had it working earlier. It might come back. You never know. Dayton still on at second base. 2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and hit towards third. Hoffman's got it. The throw over to Andy at first base. 5-3 the put out, and that will end the Pickles rally here in the first inning. But they do plate 3 runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 1 error and 1 runner left on. We are through 1 inning here at Walker Stadium. Your score, Portland 3, Raptors nothing. So an eventful first inning for your Portland Pickles, who head to the top of the second inning with a 3-0 lead. Shadows have pretty much taken over the entire game. Dylan Chalmers out for inning number 2, on to face Andy Allenson. First pitch over for a strike, 0-1. Now, see, Matthew's up here to fix the radar gun, which is delightful. And I told the folks it was working. 0-1 pitch on the way. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. Count evens up at 1-1. 1-1 pitch on the way. Off the plate outside. 2-1. Lauren from North Dakota, welcome to the broadcast. Thanks for joining us. Chalmers, 2-1 pitch on the way. High and outside, ball 3. 3-1. The ads are much louder than the rest of the broadcast. We don't run ads. Did we run ads last? 3-1 pitch, swung on and fouled back. I'll check with Crow on that, Coptimus, sorry. Full count on Andy Allenson. Reese Clavin and Isaac Lovings also due up for the Raptors here in the top of the second inning. Chalmers comes set. 3-2 pitch on the way in the dirt, ball 4. Nice stop by Andrew McKenna behind the plate. Andy Allenson works a leadoff walk. First base runner for the Raptors. Very loud, okay. I didn't get those. We'll work on that. Hey, Crow, apparently the ads were much louder than I am. All right. Thanks, friends. We're trying some stuff out. Please continue giving us the feedback. Reese Calvin swings and misses the first pitch, 0-1. Reese Calvin from Ventura College, headed to UCSB. Next pitch misses away, 1-1. Sorry, friends, we have a ton of folks up here in the press box currently, so my attention is a little divided during the breaks. I didn't even see that we ran ads. 1-1 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Count goes to 1-2 on Reese Calvin. Isaac Lovings on deck. 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on and stung out towards left field, but that's going to be foul. Somebody make a good catch out there? Oh, it was off the foul pole. Or the foul pole to the light pole to the left of that. Thank you. Chalmers wasted no time. 1-2 pitch on the way, misses high, ball 2. 2-2. Well, friends, we'll get it figured out, but legitimately, I do appreciate the feedback. Thank you all so much. Dylan has his sign. 2-2 pitch on the way. Misses outside. Ball 3. 3-2. So Chalmers, after having an easy first inning, struggling a little bit to find the strike zone here in the second. 3-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Got him swinging strike 3, your first Pickles strikeout of the evening. 1 on, 1 away, and that's going to bring up the catcher, number 40, Isaac Lovings. Lovings from Utah Valley College. We'll run through the West Coast League scoreboard here in just a little bit. Chalmers comes set. His first pitch of this at-bat, over for a strike. 0-1. Grant Kerr, Jack Metcho's Player of the Week honors. Yes, indeed. Jack had himself a great week. 9 RBIs, hitting over 400. Solid week, absolutely. So McKenna returns behind the dish. Chalmers been patiently waiting on the mound. 0-1 pitch on the way. Off speed, missing low, ball 1. One pitch coming in. Catches the outer part of the plate for a strike. 1-2. In Nanaimo, the Night Owls hosting the Yakima Valley Pippins. Yakima Valley leading 3-2 in the top of the 4th. Kelowna and Bellingham scoreless in Bellingham in the bottom of the 4th. 1-2 pitch on the way. Misses away. Ball 2. 2-2. In Walla Walla, the Swedes hosting the Black Bears. Black Bears leading 3-0 top 4. 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Got him. Back-to-back strikeouts now for Dylan Chalmers as Isaac Lovings swings and misses at strike 3. That'll bring up Britton Beeson. All right, sweet. We're getting the speed showing. Excellent. Chalmers' first pitch to Britton, missing away, ball 1, 1-0. That one coming in at 85. Beeson twirls the bat around. 1-0 pitch on the way in. Over the outer part of the plate for a strike. One and one. Chalmers' next pitch misses inside. Ball 2, 2-1. Britton Beeson playing center field tonight for the Raptors. Takes a look at the 2-1 pitch. Floats over for a strike. Off-speed pitch at 75. Count evens up at 2-2. Allenson a lead over at first. Next pitch misses away. Ball 3, 3-2. Third baseman Jeff Hoffman on deck for Ridgefield. Chalmers' pitch on the way. Bounce down the third base line. Foul. Lefties hosting the Victoria Harbor Cats. That game goes to the top of the 5th inning. Victoria leading 1-0. Wenatchee and Springfield tied at 2 in Springfield. That game in the top of the 6th. Chalmers set. 3-2 pitch on the way again. Inside, ball 4. So 2 strikeouts and 2 walks here in the inning. That'll bring up third baseman Jeff Hoffman. Hoffman from Willamette University. Chalmers looks back at second. First pitch of this at-bat popped up into right field. Shallow. It's actually going to be the first baseman making the play. That's Cameron Dayton, and that will do it here in the 2nd inning for the Raptors. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on. To the bottom of the 2nd inning we go. Your score, Portland 3, Ridgefield nothing.
Stronger.
9%?
Yes.
9.5% ABV!
Juice Force IPA. Live rangerously.
This is how you build a community of health and hope. With award-winning heart specialists, personalized women's care, a hospital 100 years in the making, and dozens of clinics that bring health and healing to your neighborhood, all strengthened by our partnership with OHSU. Adventist Health Portland, all the care you need, right where you need it.
Alrighty, baseball friends, welcome back. To the bottom of the second inning we go. Portland with a 3-0 lead. It's going to be Andrew McKenna, Jackson Waller, and Nihel Calderon for your Pickles. Well, TBBSK9, I appreciate that. Thank you much. Glad you could join us on the broadcast tonight. Andrew McKenna stands in. First pitch at the bottom of the second, misses away, ball one. 81-mile-an-hour pitch coming in from Blake Hammond. McKenna from Washington State University awaits the 1-0 pitch. Inside, ball two, 2-0. Well, I appreciate you all, friends. Thank you. 2-0 the count. McKenna takes that one to the left side, but foul. 2-1. Well, April, you are not wrong, and I do appreciate that. Thank you. Either are acceptable, though. 2-1 on the Pickles catcher. Jackson Waller on deck. The only Pickle we have not seen bat yet this game. That pitch fouled off. Looked like it might have gone off the helmet of Isaac Lovings. Home plate umpire Tim Montoya going to give him a second or two. What else do we got here in the West Coast League? We've got the Edmonton Riverhawks and the Kamloops North Paws in Edmonton. Edmonton leading 2-1, bottom six. And that is all of the games so far this evening. Wind and the 2-2 pitch on the way. Misses, ball three. Count goes full on McKenna. Hammond stares in and has his sign. 3-2 pitch on the way. Outside, ball four. Bounces away from Lovings, but that is of no matter. Nobody was on base yet. McKenna, though, now occupying first, and that'll bring up your second baseman, number 48, Jackson Waller.
Now batting, your second baseman, from the University of Nevada, number 48, Jackson Waller.
Waller got quite the cheering section here at the stadium tonight from the University of Nevada, Reno. First pitch he sees this game, bunt shown, pulled back, pitch outside at 75, ball one. Well, Ethan, it'd be great if you could make it out here this summer. That'd be delightful. 1-0 pitch on the way, bunt shown, laid down to third base line. That will advance the runner. 5-3, the put out on Jackson Waller. Andrew McKenna moving down to second base. Give Waller a sacrifice bunt. That'll turn the lineup over for Portland. Nihel Calderon to the plate once again. Calderon reached on an error in the first inning, came around to score the Pickles' first run. Now finds himself at the dish with a chance to do a little bit of damage. Right, McKenna didn't get hit. That's a sad statement on the season. First pitch to Calderon, missing inside, ball one. That's right, it's Bourbon Night tomorrow. 1-0 pitch on the way, misses inside, ball two. 2-0. I can't speak to the bourbon selection at the party deck below, but I'm sure everybody here will be in good spirits tomorrow night. 2-0 the count on Calderon. Next pitch misses, low, ball 3. 3-0. I am thankful for the long homestand, friend. A week without baseball this early in the season was too much. Very thankful for the 7 games we've got on tap here in this homestand. And then Portland travels up to where I'm from and we'll play the Black Bears. 3-0 pitch over for a strike. 89-mile-an-hour fastball, 3-1. Even though Matthew's been banished to the party deck, he's up here trying to get the radar gun working. Matthew does so much around here. Look back towards second, 3-1 pitch on the way, and misses outside, ball 4. So Calderon works a walk, second time he's been on tonight. That'll bring up your center fielder, Kyler Stancato. Looks like we have a mound visit for the Raptors. Blake Hammond going to have some company on the mound. In fact, the entirety of the infield going to come in to be part of the conversation. Looking down the right field line, I do not see anybody warming up in the Ridgefield bullpen, though I do see more mulling around than one would normally see in the second inning. Pun definitely intended. And yes, Ron, tomorrow night is bourbon night here at the stadium. Tonight is softball night. Tomorrow is National Bourbon Day and Wolf Wednesday. And then Thursday is Soccer City USA night. I don't normally drink when I'm on the microphone, but I think an exception will be made tomorrow evening. Kyler Stancato to the plate. Runners on at first and second, 1 down as we play here in the bottom of the second inning. Stancato shows bunt. 0-1 the count. McKenna at second, Calderon at first. Both runners reaching via a walk. 0-1 pitch to Stancato. Just off the plate. 1-1. Oh, Tom, if yes, you should definitely buy bourbon for tomorrow to celebrate. I feel like it would be unsomething of you not to celebrate. I just don't know what that something is. Wind and the 1-1 pitch on the way. In the dirt, ball 2, 2-1. Nice stop by Lovings out in front of the dish. Lights on here at the stadium. It'll still be a while before they take effect. All of the playing surface covered in shadows now from the trees out in left and center field. 2-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Count evens up at 2-2. Briseño on deck for your Pickles. Stancato a chance to extend the Pickles lead here in the second. 2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and spoiled foul on the left. Count stays at 2-2. Hammond stares into Lovings. Shakes him off once. Now comes set. 2-2 pitch on the way in. Swung on and missed. Got him. Strike 3. Stancato down on strikes. First strikeout for Blake Hammond. Coming here in the bottom of the second inning. And that will bring up your third baseman, number 10, Armando Briseño. Briseño batting .323 on the young season. Takes the first pitch foul to the right. 0-1.
Let's go, Pickles! Let's go, Pickles! Let's go, Pickles!
Briseño does have 6 RBIs already this season. Would not mind adding to that total. Awaits the 0-1 pitch. Runner goes. Pitch in the dirt. Not both runners going, excuse me. Just McKenna breaking for third. Nigel Calderon still on at first. So runners on the corners, 2 down now. Isaac Loving's out from behind the plate, positioning the infielders. Sakata moves a little, well, started moving a little closer to second. Now shifts back about 2 steps closer to first. Hammond set. 1-1 pitch. High ball 2. 2-1. 2-1 pitch to Briseño, bounce to the left side. Hoffman over to first, 5-3 the put out on Briseño, and that will do it for your Pickles here in the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on. We're through 2 full innings here at Walker Stadium. Your score, Portland 3, Ridgefield nothing.
Save money on your transportation costs with TriMet's Reduced Fare Transit Card. If you meet income requirements, get your first month free while you enjoy unlimited rides on buses and trains. Learn more and apply today at TriMet.org/save.
All right, friends, welcome back. Jake Salmon, Jake Sakata, and Jackson Nicholas for the Raptors here in the third inning. 3-0 your score here at Walker Stadium. First pitch of the third, floats in and inside at 64, 1-0. I don't have much more room to go up, so we're trying to bring the commercials down, friends. 1-0 pitch, check swing, over for a strike at 78, 1-1. Chalmers stands tall on the mound, shakes off McKenna once. Now brings in the 1-1. Swung on and bounced towards first base. Is anybody going to cover? Nobody needed to cover. Tag out, 3 unassisted. Wow. It could have been a small train wreck over at first base, but luckily it wasn't. Nice job by Cameron Dayton to go retrieve the ball and slap the tag on Jack Salmon before he could cross the bag. So Jack Ivey saying the levels are good for him. That's interesting. Well, either way, we'll work on this. Jake Sakata at the dish. First pitch that he sees, over for a strike, 0-1. Sakata flew out to Kyler Stancato back in the first inning. Yeah, way to go, Vegas. 0-1 pitch on the way, swung on and spoiled foul. 0-2 the count. Yes, for those of you not aware, big fan of the NHL, was glad that Lord Stanley's Cup is not going to the state of Florida, so congratulations to the Golden Knights of Las Vegas. Chalmers set, 0-2 pitch on the way, misses high and away, ball 1. Sun just now starting to duck behind the trees out in left field, giving us some nice shade here in the press box. 1-2 pitch on the way, misses away, ball 2. 2-2. Jackson Nicholas, the shortstop, on deck. Chalmers 2-2 pitch on the way, catches the outer part of the plate, called strike 3. Third strikeout for Dylan Chalmers in this game. 2 away for the Raptors, and that's going to bring up the shortstop, Jackson Nicholas. Anonymous Freak, I completely agree with those sentiments. We do not have the crowd attendance yet this evening. I will pass that along when we get it. First pitch to Nicholas, in there for a strike, 0-1. Nicholas lined out to Nicky Marcantinados in the first inning. Nicky making a great play out in right field to track that down. 0-1 pitch on the way in, misses high and away, ball 1. 1-1. Chalmers comes set, now brings in the 1-1, which misses low and away, ball 2. 2-1. All right, Jeff, that point is valid. However, I am still very bitter that the state of Florida had 2 hockey teams before the Northwest has 1. 2-1 pitch on the way, swung on and shot out to right field. Second baseman, actually, Jackson Waller ranging out. That had more height than it did distance, and that will do it for the Raptors here in the third inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. To the bottom of the third inning we go. Actually, we're going to keep the broadcast here. We're not going to run the ad reel because I believe we have the pickle juice drinking contest below us. So we're going to stick around, and I don't announce that, but we do film it. So So Blake Hammond out for a third innings worth of work for the Raptors. It's going to be Nicky Marcantinados, Jack Metcho, and Cameron Dayton here in the third inning. Well, Lewis, when the Pickles play defense again, I'll run you through the Pickles defense, and I'll run you through the Raptors defense once more here in just a second. Orlando Abram joining the chat. Welcome, friend. Hammond's first pitch of the third, missing high and away, ball 1. For the Raptors defensively, Isaac Loving's behind the dish, Andy Allenson at first, Jake Sakata at second, Jeff Hoffman at third, Jackson Nicholas at short. 1-0 pitch on the way, over the inner part of the plate at 79, 1-1. Jake Salmon, Britton Beeson, and Trent Prokes, the Raptors outfielders from left to right. Hammond comes set. 1-1 pitch on the way. Misses high. Ball 2. 2-1. So, Lewis, I was looking through the West Coast League scoreboard, and it doesn't look like the Raptors play tonight. Or, excuse me, the Corvallis Knights play tonight. Is that true? Wind and the 2-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Swung through an 83-mile-an-hour fastball. Count evens up at 2-2. Mark Antonato stands in. 2-2 pitch on the way. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. Ball 3. 3-2. Hammond stands tall. 3-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and hit towards center field. Drifting back and over a little bit. Britton Beeson to the warning track, but one away. Mark Antonatos gave it a ride. Just didn't quite have the distance to get out to center. Oh, the Knights are off until Thursday. All righty, well, thank you, Lewis. I appreciate that. Boy, that's going to lead to some rough doubleheaders for them coming up. Jack Metcho, the shortstop, to the plate. Walked and came around to score in the first inning. First pitch he sees here in the third, misses low, ball 1. 1-0. Orlando's declaring himself the #1 fan they have in Mexico. I love that, Orlando. You take that. 1-0 pitch on the way. Floats inside. Ball 2. 2-0. Pitch. Swung on and hit towards short. Bouncing. Jackson Nicholas over to first. 6-3 the put out on Jack Metcho. So quickly 2 down for the Pickles here in the bottom of the third inning, and that's going to bring up first baseman Cameron Dayton. Cameron Dayton batting .400 on the season. First pitch he sees this at bat, misses low at 77, ball 1. Hammond stares in, now brings in the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and bounced foul at the plate. Count evens up at 1-1. Okay, so Thursday the Knights have a doubleheader. That makes sense. Jackson Nicholas back on the shallow infield grass. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on, and that one knocked out towards right center field. Coming in quickly, the right fielder, Trent Prokes, making the catch. Nicely done out there in right, and that will do it for your Pickles here in the third. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We are a third of the way through a ball game, friends. Your score, Portland 3, Ridgefield nothing.
Tired of beer that's just too bland? No problem! Introducing the amazing Voodoo Ranger IPA. It's bright, poppy, plus you can take it almost anywhere. So stop drinking boring beer and start living rangerously today. Tired of beer that's just too bland? Not a problem anymore! Introducing the amazing Voodoo Ranger IPA. It's bright, hoppy, and comes in a variety of options. Plus, you can take it almost anywhere. Stop drinking boring beer. Instead, join the many others living rangerously today. But wait, there's more. Call 833-V-RANGER. That's 833-V-RANGER to get free rangerousness. Live rangerously today. Call now.
going to be Trent Prokes, Andy Allenson, and Reese Calvin for the Raptors here in the fourth inning. Dylan Chalmers' first pitch of the fourth, misses low, ball one. Prokes batting .375 so far this season. Got himself 2 doubles and a triple out of his 9 hits. Takes a look at the 1-0 pitch, swung on and fouled off to the left. Count evens up at 1-1. Chalmers now brings in the 1-1. Swung on and hit to the right side, but foul. Count stays 1-2. Malik checking in. Hello. Glad to have you along. 1-2 pitch misses away. Ball 2. 2-2. Again, Chalmers doesn't waste much time out there. 2-2 pitch on the way, swung on and popped up. Stancato's going to have to give chase coming in from center field. He does, runs it down. He has been busy out there. Second time Prokes has flown out to Stancato. One away here as we continue play in the top of the fourth inning. First baseman Andy Allenson to the dish. First pitch in the fourth he sees, misses the outside part of home plate, 1-0. Allenson, a switch hitter, batting .257 for the Raptors. 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on and popped out into left field. Drifting back a few steps in front of the warning track is Zage Lancaster. He makes the catch. F7, the put out on Andy Allenson. 2 away for the Raptors, brings up Reese Calvin, the designated hitter. First pitch that Calvin sees, swung on and missed. 0-1. Calvin was the first strikeout victim of Chalmers back in the second inning. 0-1 pitch, floats in, it's 1-2 pitch on the way, and that one in the dirt. Nice stop by McKenna. Count evens up at 2-2. More Dolphin. 2-2 the count. Chalmers rocks and deals, swung on and missed. Got him, strike 3. Second time Calvin's gone down swinging. That is the 4th strikeout for Dylan Chalmers, and that'll do it for Ridgefield here in the 4th. Say it along with me, friends. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. To the bottom of the 4th inning we go. Portland 3, Ridgefield nothing.
Picture guys, got 1. EA Sports guy has none. Oh, 1-1, 2-1, 3-1. Oh, he's getting hosed over here. 2-4 now.
EA Sports, no steal pink shirt balls.
Pink shirt guys roasted him. Oh, all right, 1 more. You already won? No, EA Sports guy gets like 2 more tries. There you go. It's a tie for the win. No, he dropped one. The picture guy. What's your name? Cam? Let's hear for Cam, the champion, everybody. We got fans out there in the picnic tables. What do you got, Cam? What about you, champion?
righty, friends, welcome back to the bottom of the fourth inning. We go. Portland, 3 runs on 2 base hits and no errors. For the Raptors, no runs, no base hits, and 1 error. Welcome to the chat, James. Glad to have you along on the broadcast. It's going to be Zage Lancaster, Andrew McKenna, and Jackson Waller here in the fourth. Blake Hammond out for another inning's worth of work. First pitch misses high, ball 1. Matthew's up here trying to get the radar gun to work. Friend, it will only, it will work, and then you will go away, and then it won't work anymore. Well, I believe in it. I totally believe in its ability to work. 1-0 pitch on the way. Inside, ball 2. 75-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch from Blake Hammond. See, it worked that time. Hammond stares in, comes set. 2-0 pitch on its way in, misses low, ball 3, 3-0. Fastball at 87 from Hammond. .30 pitch on the way. Wasn't about to swing at that. Catches the outer part of the plate at 87. 3-1 the count. Malik looking for a home run. All right, 3-1 pitch. Misses inside at 88 miles an hour, ball 4. Zage Lancaster working a leadoff walk. That'll bring up your catcher, number 39, Andrew McKenna. McKenna started the night batting .250 on the season. Lancaster, short lead at first. Pitch on the way, bunt shown, pulled back. Pitch away at 88, ball 1. .1-0 pitch on the way, bunt shown, pitch inside, gets away from Isaac Lovings. Wild pitch, gets Zage Lancaster down to second. Hey, we got the beer backpack out in effect tonight. Good to have that back as well. McKenna with a 2-0 count, now a runner on second base, awaits the next pitch, swung on and hit towards shallow center field. Coming in the center field of the right fielder, and the ball finds the outfield grass. Looked like Britton Beeson had a good read on the ball. Jake Salmon coming in from left, and neither of them could come up with the baseball. That will go down as a base hit for McKenna on the play. Zage Lancaster moving to third. So Pickles threatening here again in the fourth inning. Runners at the corners, nobody down, and your second baseman, number 48, Jackson Waller, to the dish. Waller wiggles around in the batter's box, lets the first pitch go by at 88 miles an hour, 1-0. Cue the yakety sax. Well, 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Took a little bit off that 84-mile-an-hour pitch from Blake Hammond. 1-1 the count. McKenna at first, Lancaster at third. 1-1 pitch on the way in, swung on and hit towards left field, but that is going to be foul out on the berm. Off the hands out there, almost had a fan making a catch. Friends, if you're going to come visit us at Walker Stadium and sit out on the right field or left field berms, bring your ball glove. Catch a ball. Take home a free souvenir. Not just a hangover from the beer. 1-2 pitch on the way in, swung on and hit towards center field. Beeson shouldn't have any problem with interference on this one. Makes the catch. Lancaster takes off from third. The throw up the third base line. Sacrifice fly Jackson Waller for an RBI and raise those chairs, friends. So the Pickles will trade it out for a run. On the play, Andrew McKenna was able to advance to second base. Calderon back to the dish. He's been aboard twice already tonight. Perch Furniture checking in. Welcome. First pitch, the at-bat missing inside at 87, 1-0. The Rams kid checking in. Glad you could join the broadcast, friend. Good to have you along. Hammond set once again. 1-0 pitch on the way. Inside at 87, 2-0. McKenna gets a 3-step lead at second. 2-0 pitch on the way. Inside at 87. Ball 3. 3-0. Kyler Stancato on deck. McKenna gets his lead at second. 3-0 pitch on the way in. Over the outer part of the plate at 86 for a strike. 3-1. I don't think I was familiar with that sound effect. Look back towards second base, and another. 3-1 pitch coming in. Swung on and bounced towards third. A look back towards second base. The throw over to first in time for the putout. 5-3 on Calderon. Andrew McKenna had to hold at second base. Ross, you're not wrong. Stancato's got some of the best flow on the team, and it looks like Blake Hammond's afternoon might be done here at Walker Stadium. We have had someone warming up in the Ridgefield bullpen. I don't know if this is the visit that allows the pitcher warming up a little more time to warm up, or if this will be the visit which gets a new pitcher for Ridgefield. There's the signal out to the bullpen, and we are going to have ourselves a new pitcher, friends. I'm going to take a short break. We will get that new pitcher here and the line on Blake Hammond in just a moment. Your Pickles lead here at Walker Stadium 4-0.
Some play for the thrill, others the fortune. But the true legends, they play for the free drinks. Voodoo Ranger Juicy Haze IPA. Live rangerously.
All right, baseball friends, welcome back. That is Ross Goldschlag on the mound, number 18 for the Ridgefield Raptors from Sonoma State University. The line on Blake Hammond, 3 2/3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 4 runs. Only one of those was earned, 4 walks and 1 strikeout. So Stancato takes the first pitch he sees, bounces it towards second. Sucata was shaded towards first, and rightfully so. 4-3 the put out on Stancato. And that'll do it for your Pickles here in the 4th inning. They score 1 run on 1 base hit, no errors, and they leave a runner. To the top of the 5th we go. Your score, 4-0 Portland.
Save money on your transportation costs with TriMet's reduced fare transit card. If you meet income requirements, get your first month free while you enjoy unlimited rides on buses and trains. Learn more and apply today at trimet.org/save.
Alrighty, baseball friends, welcome back on the mound. Dylan Chalmers for a 5th innings worth of work. Isaac Lovings, Britton Beeson, and Jeff Hoffman to the plate for the Raptors here in the 5th. Warm-up pitches are done. McKenna has thrown the last one down to second base. We're about to get the 5th underway. We will, of course, be keeping the broadcast here in the bottom of the 5th inning, or in the middle of the 5th inning, not for dizzy bat, but for something I'm told is dizzy pitch. So we'll see how well that goes. Hopefully poorly, in the fun kind of way. First pitch of the 5th inning, swung on and missed. Off-speed pitch at 72, 0-1. Joey Schneider checking in, welcome. 0-1 pitch on the way in, misses low at 75, ball 1. Chalmers set, 1-1 pitch on the way. In the dirt, ball 2, 2-1. Loving struck out his last time up, back in the 2nd inning. Pickles have 4 strikeouts right now. Ron the K-Man has all 4 strikeouts recorded out in left field. 2-1 pitch on the way, outside, ball 3, 3-1. Been a couple innings since the Ridgefield Raptors have had a base runner. 3-1 pitch popped up. Out into right field. Drifting towards the line. Nice play by Nicky. Mark Cantanados once again out there in right field. This is one of those swirling winds that Gary has told us about out there in the outfield. The trees out in right definitely swaying. We can see some in center, but the ones in left, not too much in motion. One away brings up Britton Beeson. Pitch on the way at 85, misses, ball 1. Armando Briseño, midway between the infield and outfield grass over at 3rd. Metcho playing back towards the outfield grass at short. Next pitch misses away, ball 2, 2-0. I like the suggestion, Jeff. That's great. 2-0 pitch on the way. Over for a strike at 86. 2-1. I'll run you all through the West Coast League scores again here. Either this inning or next. 2-1 pitch on the way. Fouled off into the parking lot. Count evens up at 2-2. It's foul balls like that, which is why I tell y'all, if you haven't been to Walker Stadium Ford, do not park in the front line of the parking lot. The trees do a very good job at blocking most of the foul balls, but they do not have a 1,000 fielding percentage. 2-2 pitch on the way. Misses at 88. Count goes full, 3-2. Beeson worked to walk his last time up in the second. That was the last base runner that the Raptors had. Swings on that one and fouls it off of McKenna's helmet. Gary, do we know if that's Carson, the bat boy, again this year? Okay. See, Gary keeps track of almost everything here. The fact that he doesn't keep track of the bat boy, it's not surprising because he's keeping track of a billion other things. Chalmers comes set. 3-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Got him. Blew it by him in an 88-mile-an-hour fastball. Beeson, 5th strikeout victim this evening. 2 down here in the top of the 5th inning, and that is going to bring up third baseman Jeff Hoffman. Hoffman came into the game batting .278. First pitch misses inside at 74. Hoffman twirls the bat around, awaits the 1-0. It floats in at 75, 1-1. Sun has taken refuge completely behind the trees in left field. 1-1 pitch on the way, swung on and hit sharply into left field, and that is down for a base hit. First base hit for the Raptors coming here in the top of the 5th inning. Hoffman's aboard with 2 away, and that's going to bring up the left fielder, Jack Salmon. So Jack Salmon, the left fielder who has apparently been adopted by some fans out in left field, takes the first pitch and smacks that up the middle into center field for a base hit. Checking in at second and staying put, Jeff Hoffman. So Jack Salmon aboard, back-to-back singles for the Raptors here in the 5th. Only the second time the Raptors have had a runner in scoring position. Andrew McKenna out to the mound to discuss things with Dylan. And now it looks like we are going to have a more official mound visit by the Pickles. Brian Grant out there having a conversation with Chalmers and McKenna. My Madre checking in. Welcome. Glad to have you in the chat. It's been a fun game so far. Rick Imus. I thought I saw your name earlier. So runners on at first and second, 2 down. Chalmers comes set at the chest. First pitch swung on and missed. 87-mile-an-hour fastball, 0-1. Jake Sakata at the dish, 0 for 2. Oh, 1 pitch on the way, misses low at 87, ball 1, 1-1. Jack Salmon facing off against Mike Trout. That would be delightful. Or maybe on the same team. 1-1 pitch on the way. High ball 2, 2-1. So you'd have Salmon in left, you'd have Trout in center. Who would you put out in right? Like if you went with the all-fish outfield? I think Gary had an answer. 2-1 pitch on the way. Floats high at 77. Ball 3, 3-1. I'm going to find out what Gary's suggestion was because I couldn't quite hear it. Minnow. Okay. Whoa. Swung on and hit towards center. Stancada give it chase. Tracks it down and makes the running catch. Call that L8 for Jack Sakata, and that will do it for the Raptors here in the 5th inning. No runs, 2 base hits, no runners, and 2 left on. Well, friends, it is usually dizzy bat time, but I thought it was dizzy pitch time this evening. We're going to keep the broadcast here. Okay, so it looks like we are going to do dizzy bat. I thought I saw dizzy pitch. Tim Salmon, of course. Well, no, we've got well, yeah, I guess Tim, and that'd work. All right, this is dizzy bat. The rules are oh no, it is going to be dizzy pitch. They will be throwing. No, this is not a good idea. We're going to make them spin around with the bat staying on the ground and theoretically 4 heads on the end of the bat. And now they're going to try and throw the ball at Dylan. Okay, well, the contestant on the left didn't actually have his head down on the bat, so the falling pitch was pretty good. Yeah, Optimus Prime, I'm not disagreeing. I am so glad that those tosses were underhand. Like, how bad could that have gone had those been overhand throws? So for your Pickles, it's going to be Armando Briseño, Nicky Marcantinados, and Jack Metcho. First pitch, bottom of the 5th inning, misses away. It's 77, ball 1. Goldschlag comes set. Next pitch swung on and fouled off to the right. That one parking lot bound, 1-1. Briseño 0 for 2 tonight. Is batting .323 coming into tonight's game. That pitch bounced towards short and a high chopper fielded by Nicholas. No! Briseño aboard, give him an infield single on the high bouncing chopper. Well, I'm saying to give him a hit. And we do. Rosa Briseño checking in. Glad to have you along on the chat. We're cheering for Armando as well, who's now on at first base. Nicky Marcantinados takes a look at the first pitch away at 84. Ball 1, 1-0. No, we didn't record at E6. It went down as a hit. Goldschlag's 1-0 pitch swung on, and that one smacked sharply into right center field for a base hit. Ranging over Trent Prokes, rounding second, heading for third. Armando Briseño, the throw to third, not in time. So give Nicky Marcantinados a single. He does advance to second base on the throw to third from Trent Prokes. Nice strong throw from right field, just not enough on it to get Briseño. So 2 runners in scoring position, nobody down, and that is going to bring up West Coast League Player of the Week, Jack Metcho. Temperature definitely starting to nosedive here at Walker Stadium. First pitch of this at-bat misses high at 79, ball one. Goldschlag set, 1-0 pitch on the way, over for a strike at 88. 1-1. Grant Kerr, Metcho time, darn right. Jack walked back in the first inning, did come around to score, bounced out 6-3 his next time up. 1-1 pitch, swung on, and that's not enough to get it to the outfield line to Jake Sakata at second base. Metcho down L4.
Next up for the Picks, number 38, Cameron Dayton.
Well, Tom, for me, preferably the low standard for me is, well, we'll get to that in a second. Bounced over to first base did Cameron Dayton. Run does come in to score. Briseño coming in to score on the play. Nicky Marcantinados now at third base as Cameron Dayton grounds out.
Next up for the Picks, number 14, Sage Lancaster.
1 in, 1 on, 2 down for the Pickles here in the fifth. Goldschlag set at the waist. First pitch to Lancaster missing away. Ball one. Marcantinados hanging out at third base. 1-0 pitch on the way in. Over for a strike at 77. 1-1. Goldschlag's 1-1 on the way in. Over the outside part of the plate at 78. 1-2. Lancaster looking to keep this going. McKenna on deck. Pickles scored 3 in the first, 1 last inning, 1 this inning. 1-2 pitch on the way in, misses in the dirt away. Ball 2, 2-2. Buffalo Trace is good, like that. Also a fan of Eagle Rare. 2-2 the count, 2 down, pitch on the way, swung on and popped up. Over to the left side, Jeff Hoffman coming in and is able to make the catch, and that'll do it for your Pickles here in the fifth inning, but they get one more run on a pair of base hits. No errors, and they leave 1 through 5 innings here at Walker Stadium. Your score, Portland 5, Ridgefield nothing.
.5,
Stronger.
9%,
Yes.
9.5% ABV.
Juice Force IPA. Live rangerously.
This is how you build a community of health and hope. With award-winning heart specialists, personalized women's care, a hospital 100 years in the making, and dozens of clinics that bring health and healing to your neighborhood, all strengthened by our partnership with OHSU. Adventist Health Portland, all the care you need, right where you need it.
All righty, Pickles fans. That is a new pitcher on the mound. That is number 28, Gary Grosjean from San Francisco State University. The right-hander takes over for Dylan Chalmers, who goes 5 innings, scatters 2 hits, does not give up a run, walks 2, and strikes out 5. Grosjean's pitched 2 2/3 innings so far this season, has yet to surrender a run, has walked 3, struck out 4. One of my favorite pitchers. Wow, the A's attendance tonight, 27,759 on the reverse boycott game. Round of applause for Oakland fans, friends. Well done. We still don't have the announced attendance here tonight at Walker Stadium. We'll see about that. Grosjean will face Jackson Nicholas, Trent Prokes, and Andy Allenson. Grosjean into his motion. His first pitch of the ballgame swung and hit towards short. Jack Metcho, the throw over to first. 6-3, the put out on Jackson Nicholas. 1 pitch, 1 away here in the top of the 6th inning. Was that for a homestand? No, that was for tonight's game. The fans in Oakland had been boycotting the home games. There's a lot going on, but tonight they decided to reverse the boycott. So for tonight's game, they drew over 27,000. Trent Prokes takes a look at Grosjean's first pitch at 87, 1-0. Jake Razzo checking in, welcome. Prokes has flown out to Stan Cotto in center field twice. 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on and hit towards center field. Stan Cotto taking care of Prokes again. F8 the putout, as it was in the first and the fourth. Andy Allenson to the dish now. Andy 0 for 1 with a walk. Takes the first pitch and fouls it off to the left. 0-1. Well, TBI will take the under on the attendance tonight. I don't think we quite hit numbers that high this evening. 0-1 the count on the Raptors' first baseman. That pitch missing away at 84, ball 1, 1-1. Stan Cotto is a busy man tonight. Allison takes a couple practice swings. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled into the netting. Straight back. 1-2. Grosjean on the precipice of a short inning. McKenna throws him another baseball. Grosjean takes a look around as Andy Allenson steps back in. Now looks at the 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed, got him. 92 miles an hour from Gary Grosjean. Grosjean's first strikeout, 6th for Portland Pickles pitchers overall, and that'll do it for the Raptors here in the 6th. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. And friends, it is time for the Dillon versus fan race, so we are keeping it right here. So in case you haven't joined us on the broadcast before, the way the Dillon versus fan race works is both contestants will start out at the Mr. Plywood right field foul pole. They will run all the way across the outfield over to in front of the Pickles bullpen area. The fan tonight charged with carrying the rally gator, and it's Dillon with about a half an ad lead past the Hideaway Bar, now under the Crunch Fitness banner, under the Atlas Pizza banner, and it's going to be Dillon by about a full banner tonight. Dillon running the record to 3-1 overall this season. Well, nice to start the homestand with a mascot win.
Time for our fan versus Dylan race. Foster Outdoors. We love Foster Outdoors.
Foster Outdoors sponsoring the Dillon versus Fan race this evening. Out on the mound, that is Ross Goldschlag for another innings worth of work. Going to be looking at Andrew McKenna, Jackson Waller, and Nigel Calderon.
Now batting, number 39, Andrew McKenna.
So McKenna 1 for 1, a single, a walk, and a stolen base so far tonight. First pitch he sees from Goldschlag, swung on and missed. 78-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch, 0-1. Oh, I promised I'd get you all West Coast League scores. My bad. We'll work on that. Oh, one pitch on the way in, swung on and fouled off at the plate. Now goes to 0-2. So Nanaimo over Yakima Valley 7-5. That game in the bottom of the 6th. Bellingham Bells hosting the Kelowna Falcons and lead them by a score of 8-1 in the bottom of the 8th. McKenna stands back in, 0-2 pitch on the way, outside at 84, ball 1. Walla Walla playing host to the Cowlitz Black Bears and doing so very nicely. The Black Bears with a 7-0 lead in the bottom of the 7th. Port Angeles and Victoria tied at 3 in the bottom of the 9th in Port Angeles. 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on and popped foul over to the left.
Anywhere between 1 and 50 launcher balls. Make your way over to the left field foul pole immediately.
Wenatchee Apple Sox visiting the Springfield Drifters, and the Apple Sox leading by a score of 4-2 that game in the bottom of the 9th. And the Edmonton Riverhawks victorious in a game that has ended 4-1 over Kamloops. 1-2 pitch on the way, misses outside at 76, 2-2. TB, we got a number of stadium beers actually. We've got beer from Stormbreaker. 2-2 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off again. Thought I saw some Voodoo Ranger around here. I haven't actually checked out what the exact beer list is for the stadium yet. I don't get to imbibe often, so 2-2 the count on McKenna. Twirls the bat around at the plate. Goldschlag set. 2-2 pitch on the way in, swung on and bounced foul right into the Raptors dugout. Everybody got out of the way. Looks like it's all laughs down there in the first base dugout. Doesn't look like anybody got hit. Everybody was paying attention and was aware. 2-2 the count still. Pitch on the way, swung on that one, hit into right field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Fair ball. Rounding first and heading for second, stumbling a little bit, Andrew McKenna. He's going to hold up at second base as Prokes gets the ball back in. Just dumped that over the head of first baseman Andy Allenson. Ends up with a leadoff double.
Keep it going for your next batter, Walker Stadium. Number 48, Jackson Waller.
So Jackson Waller to the dish as Portland continues to keep the pedal pressed. Waller's got an RBI courtesy of his sacrifice fly back in the 4th. First pitch he sees, he takes into left field. Is that going to get down for a base hit? It will. Running on the play was Andrew McKenna. He hits third and is held up there. Probably a smart move as Waller gets aboard. Runners on the corners, nobody down. Turn the lineup over for Nigel Calderon. Excuse me, Nihel Calderon. McKenna on at third, Waller at first. First pitch to Calderon, over the inner part of the plate at 84, 0-1. Waller short lead over at first base. McKenna about 2 steps off of third. 0-1 pitch taken towards short. And it eats up Jackson Nicholas and gets into right field, trying to go from second to third on the play, and safe. Wow, Jackson Waller going from first to third on the play. Andrew McKenna coming in to score. Calderon reaching on an error again, this one in E6. So no RBI there. Going to have a conversation about whether or not Jackson Waller was safe at third base. Short conversation. Play will continue. Clint Baxter, the one calling Jackson Waller safe at third base. It was a bang-bang play over there. That'll bring up your center fielder, Kyler Stancato. Runner goes, throw down to second base. Nice snag by the shortstop, but give a stolen base to Calderon. So now runners on at second and third. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. You are right, Jack Thompson. Walks and errors. 0-1 pitch on the way. Misses low at 84. Ball 1. 1-1. Goldschlag set, pitch taken towards short. Fielded this time cleanly. The throw over to first in time. 6-3 the put out on the play, though. Jackson Waller comes in to score. On the play, Calderon moves over to third base.
Next up for the Pickles, number 10.
So 1 down, runner at third base, and that'll bring up Armando Briseño. First pitch misses away, 1-0. You know, we don't have the most vocal crowd this evening. There are definitely times this yard has been louder, but this crowd does love their Dolphin. 1-0 pitch on the way, and misses high and away. It's 78, ball 2. 2-0. Briseño 1 for 3, singled and scored a run back in the 5th. Flew out to center his first time up, bounced out 5-3 in the 2nd. 2-0 pitch on the way, swung on and popped up. Going to be out to center field. Beeson in, makes the catch, tagging at third and heading home the throw to the plate. Not in time. So Briseño sacrifice fly. Calderon comes in to score.
Next up for Portland, number 18, Nicky Marcantinados.
So 3 runs in this inning for the Pickles, 2 down, and that's going to bring up right fielder Nicky Marcantinados. Pitch on the way to Nicky, and that one's lined back up the middle, but Nicholas ranging over at short makes the play. Call it L6 to put out on Marcantinados. And that'll do it for your Pickles here in the 6th inning. They plate 3 more runs on 2 base hits. 1 error and 1 no runners left on. We are through 6 innings here at Walker Stadium. Your score, Portland 8, Ridgefield nothing. New pitcher on the mound for your Portland Pickles. That is number 41, Zach Hauser, who takes over for Gary Grosjean. Grosjean goes 1 inning. Does not give up a hit, does not give up a run, does not walk a batter, and strikes out 1. Well, TBB, you have yourself a wonderful evening as well. It's glad to have you as part of the broadcast. We will be here all week with games starting at 7:05. Sunday's tilt will go off at 6 o'clock, so if you can join us again, that'd be great. Wind, and the first pitch from Zach Hauser misses low and away at 90 miles an hour, 1-0. Hauser on to face Reese Calvin, Isaac Lovings, and Britton Beeson. 1-0 pitch on the way and out inside. That one in at 88, 2-0. Hauser set into his motion, 2-0 pitch on the way in, swung on, sounded like a broken bat. Hit to shortstop, Jack Metcho settles under it and makes the play. Reese Calvin down F6. How long have I been doing Pickles games? I did Pickles games last year, and then the year before I worked for the organization as part of the Wild Wild West League. Prior to that, I did about a decade plus of roller derby. So Hauser with 1 down. Sends the first pitch in to Isaac Lovings, over for a strike at 89, 0-1. Wind, and the 0-1 pitch on the way in, misses in the dirt outside, ball 1, 1-1. 1-1 the count, 1 down. Loving steps back in, 0 for 2 on the day, struck out back in the second, flew out to right field. 1-1 pitch, misses the outer part of the plate at 89, 2-1. Marky checking into the chat, let's go Z. Gonna guess that's a Zach Hauser fan. Wind, and the 2-1 pitch on the way, over for a strike at 89, catches the inner part of the plate, 2-2. Hauser now brings in the 2-2 pitch, inside and low. Ball 3, 3-2. I feel like there's burning rubber smell here. I don't know what that is. 3-2 pitch on the way, misses ball 4. Isaac Lovings draws a 1-out walk here in the 7th. Burning rubber smell permeating the press box. 1 away here, top of the 7th inning. As long as it's nothing in here, it's not immediately our problem, right? Like, that's the general consensus? Okay. I suppose it could be that, but I don't. We haven't smelled that before, I don't think. First pitch to Beeson this at-bat, misses away at 87, ball 1. There is a lot of yelling going on down below. I do not know what is going on. Hauser glances over at first. Now brings in the 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed. 1-1 the count. Somebody's being sung happy birthday. There is so much going on at Walker Stadium. Y'all should come down and join us for a game one of these nights. 1-1 pitch on the way, misses low at 87. Ball 2. 2-1. Oh, Ron didn't know that the left fielder's last name was Salmon. Okay, well, they don't have the names on the back of the jerseys. You're excused, friend. Comes set. 2-1 pitch on the way. Swung on the bouncer towards third. Having to go back on the ball as Briseño bobbles it a little bit. Long throw over to first. In time. 5-3 the put out on Britton Beeson. Isaac Lovings advancing to second base on the play. So Ridgefield with another runner in scoring position. I love that he wore the jersey. That was great. I love that he wore the signed jersey by the team that he won. That's delightful. So 2 away now. Jeff Hoffman at the plate, singled his last time up. Got one of the 2 hits for the Raptors so far this game. First pitch misses away, ball 1. Still the best sound clip. 1-0 the count on Hoffman. Look back towards second base by Hauser. Pitch on the way. Misses at 88. Ball 2, 2-0. Loving's 2.5 step lead at second base. 2-0 pitch on the way. Misses at 87. Ball 3, 3-0. Hauser comes set at the chest, 3-0 pitch. That one over for a strike at 88. 3-1 the count on the Raptors' third baseman, Jack Salmon, the left fielder, on deck. Hauser set. 3-1 on its way. Misses low and away, ball 4. So Hoffman works a walk, second straight time he's been aboard. 2 walks from Zach Hauser here in the 7th. 2 on, 2 away, and that's going to bring up Jack Salmon. Brian Grant out of the Pickles dugout to have a conversation with Hauser and McKenna.
We do have 2 lunch balls that are up for grabs if anybody's interested in. Anybody interested in launching 2 balls? They're now $5 a piece, just so you know. These are on the house. What? Wow. 3 lunch balls, no one wants them? Get on over here, you go eat these. Perfect.
Home plate umpire Tim Montoya out to break up the meeting on the mound. Nicely done, friends. Glad to have all 177 of you along.
I hope you, all 3 of you win.
So Jack Salmon, 1 for 2, singled in the 5th. Put away 3 unassisted back in the 3rd. Stands here with Hoffman in on at first base. Lovings at second, 2 down. Hauser comes set. Looks back towards second. First pitch on the way, outside at 88, ball 1. Metcho playing back on the backside of the dirt in the infield. Next pitch misses low at 88, ball 2, 2-0. I'm glad your friends are bringing that up. I have not been checking the numbers this evening. Good to hear. I'll pass that on to the rest of the press box. Wind and the 2-0 pitch coming in now. That one in for a strike. Went off speed with that one. That one clocking in at 77 miles an hour. Two and 1 the count. Wind and the pitch on the way. That one floats over. 76 miles an hour on that off-speed pitch. Count goes to 2-2. Well, Coptimus, we always appreciate when you can join the broadcast, friend. Glad to have you here. 2-2 the count, 2 down. Runners on at first and second. Pitch on the way. Outside at 89, ball 3. Pickles fans starting to make some noise down there. Zach comes set. As his sign from McKenna, 3-2 pitch on the way, runners go, swung on and missed, got him, strike 3. First strikeout for Zach Hauser, 7th strikeout for Portland Pickles pitchers overall, and that will do it for Ridgefield here in the 7th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 more runners left on. Fans, it is time to stretch your score as we head to the bottom of the 7th. Your Portland Pickles 8, Ridgefield Raptors nothing. All righty, friends, welcome back. That was the 7th inning stretch here at Walker Stadium. For your Pickles here in the 7th inning, it's going to be Jack Metcho, Cameron Dayton, and Zage Lancaster. And just in case any of you weren't aware, I do pass along the flowers to the rest of the broadcast crew that y'all drop in the chat. They all appreciate that as well. First pitch, bottom of the 7, missed and low and away at 82. Ball 1. Metcho 0 for 2, but a walk and a run scored. 1-0 pitch on the way from Goldschlag. In there for a strike at 82, 1-1. Goldschlag already set, now brings in the 1-1. Swung on and the bouncer towards the left side. Fielded by Hoffman, over to first in time. 5-3 the put out on Metcho. One out here in the bottom of the 7th. Then I'll bring up first baseman Cameron Dayton. Dayton picked up a pair of RBIs in the first inning on a double. Actually, he did not get credit for those RBIs. He did knock the runners in, though. First pitch that he sees this at-bat misses away, ball 1. Gary reminding me that those runs in the first inning were not earned because they came with 2 outs after the error. 1-0 pitch on the way, inside at 82. 2-0. Goldschlag comes set at the chest. 2-0 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Dayton swinging through an 81-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch, 2-1. Temperatures definitely cooled off here at Walker Stadium this evening. Wind and the 2-1 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled it off of himself. Count goes to 2-2. For the Pickles, 8 runs on 7 hits and no errors. For the visiting Raptors, no runs on 2 hits and 2 errors. Dayton stands back in. Goldschlag has his sign. 2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and hit up the middle. And that's going to get into center field for a base hit. Cameron Dayton aboard for the second time tonight. this time reaching on a single. 1 on, 1 away. And to bring up number 14, Zage Lancaster. Well, now Coach Mag's out. Looks like we might have a change here. Pinch runner. Well, we will have a personnel change here. Looks like Zage is still going to be at bat. Pinch runner Jack Eichler taking over for Cameron Dayton. That is Jack Eichler. So Eichler taking over. Goldschlag throws over to first base. Eichler dives back safely. Jack gets a lead over at first. Pitch to Lancaster over for a strike at 82. 0-1. Eichler two-step lead over at first base. Goldschlag comes set. Another throw over to first. Diving back safely is Eichler. Eichler slowly extending the lead over at first base this time. And another throw over. The Wookiee not happy with the repeated throws to first base. So Goldschlag playing catch with his first baseman, Andy Allenson, right now. Takes a look in at Lovings. Might throw it to him this time. 0-1 pitch on the way. Swung on, and that one taken out into left field. Salmon there to make the catch easily. Jack Eichler having to retreat to first base. Call that F7 on Lancaster.
Now batting for the Pickles, number 39, Andrew McKenna.
So your catcher, Andrew McKenna, to the plate, but we are going to have another mound visit for the Raptors. And Gary signaled that he thinks this is the end of the line for Ross Goldschlag, and Gary is correct. So, friends, we're going to duck out of the broadcast for just a moment. We will have the new pitcher for the Raptors for you and the line on Ross Goldschlag in just a moment. Your score here at Walker Stadium, Portland 8, Ridgefield nothing.
Save money on your transportation costs with TriMet's Reduced Fare Transit Card. If you meet income requirements, get your first month free while you enjoy unlimited rides on buses and trains. Learn more and apply today at trimet.org/save.
All 4 of those were earned. I did not have him walking a batter, and I did not have him recording a strikeout. So Miller on to face Andrew McKenna with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Jack Eichler pinch running at first base for Cameron Dayton, who singled earlier this inning. Bellingham Bells winning 9-1 over the Falcons. Apple Sox beating the Drifters 4-2. Both of those games final. Black Bears leading 10-0 top of the 9th against Walla Walla. Nanaimo and Yakima with a shootout going. 8-7 Nanaimo in Nanaimo. That game in the bottom of the 7th. Harbor Cats beat the Lefties 4-3 in Port Angeles. And as we mentioned earlier, the Riverhawks taking down the North Paws 4-1 in Edmonton. That will do it for your West Coast League scoreboard. Mike Miller comes set. His first pitch of the ball game. Spoiled foul to the left. Southpaw for the Raptors wears number 32 on his back. Loving's now going to go out and have a conversation with Miller on the mound. Tim Montoya not traveling far behind. That's right, Wolf Wednesday tomorrow night. Fans, if you're coming out to Walker Stadium, bring your best friend. There will be a puppers parade at some point during the inning, or evening, excuse me. Not during an inning, that would be silly. Eichler lead over at first base. 0-1 the count on McKenna. Miller's 0-1 on the way, in the dirt, ball 1. 81 miles an hour on that last pitch for Miller. Hey, the Mariners are leading the Marlins. Thanks, Tom. Hadn't checked in on that. 1-1 the count. Throw over to first base. Sliding back in time is Eichler. Eichler stretching out his lead a little bit over at first base. Miller now brings in the 1-1, misses away, scoots a little bit away from Isaac Lovings. He stopped it for the most part, though. Jackson Waller on deck for the Pickles. 2-1 pitch on the way in, swung on and fouled into the netting on the left this time. Count evens up at 2-2. McKenna pinwheels that bat around again and again. 2-2 pitch, misses away, ball 3, 3-2. Miller has the sign he was looking for, comes set at the chest. 3-2 pitch on the way, misses low at 80 miles an hour, ball 4. Eichler moves down to second base. Andrew McKenna aboard for the 4th time this evening. Have yourself a day, Andrew McKenna. That's going to bring up your second baseman, Jackson Waller. Waller takes a look at the first pitch and fouls that into the tone pole on the first base side, 0-1. Lights taking effect here at Walker Stadium and have been for a little while. Sunset was about 20 minutes ago. Miller set. 0-1 pitch on the way. Outside. Ball one. 1-1. Game was cruising along here until we got to the seventh. Feels like we've hit a couple speed bumps here along the way. Line to the 1-1 pitch coming in. Misses high. Ball 2. 2-1. It's not like the Pickles have put together any large rally here in the seventh inning. Just the pace of the game has slowed considerably from what we had been seeing earlier. Attributed largely to our two starting pitchers who were not afraid to work quickly. Mike Miller comes set. 2-1 pitch on the way. Low ball 3. 3-1. Game 2 tomorrow night here at Walker Stadium. We'll wrap up the 3-game series on Thursday for Soccer City USA night. 3-1 pitch. Misses high and away. Ball 4. Back-to-back walks for Mike Miller. Andrew McKenna moves down to second base. Jack Eichler down to third to make room for Waller at first. Nihel Calderon to the plate. Base is brined right now. Miller comes set. First pitch of this at bat. That one got away from him. I mean, there's no two ways about that. Nice job by Isaac Lovings to get that pitch, which was tailing away outside. 1-0. Miller brings in the 1-0 now. That one over for a strike. Floats in at 78. 1-1. Debbie looking for a clutch hit here from the Pickles. Runners get their leads at every base. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and popped up to right field. Initially starting back on the ball. Now coming in a few steps is Trent Prokes. Settles under it, makes the play, and that'll do it for the Pickles rally here in the seventh inning. P9, Calderon is retired. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 3 runners left on. To the top of the 8th inning we go. Your score, Portland 8, Ridgefield nothing. So did I the first time. Welcome back, baseball friends. Defensive change for your Portland Pickles. That is Kevin Ferguson playing over at first base now, taking over for Jack Eichler, who pinch ran for Cameron Dayton. First pitch of the 8th inning from Zach Hauser. Pardon me, misses 1-0. Jake Sakata, Jackson Nicholas, and Trent Prokes for Ridgefield. Next pitch missing 2-0. Next 2-0 pitch coming in, over for a strike at 87, 2-1. Sakana 0 for 3 tonight. Check swing on the next pitch at 76, missing though. 3-1 the count. Quick move, 3-1 pitch, misses away, ball 4. Leadoff walk for Jake Sakata. Just the second time the Raptors have had their leadoff batter aboard this game. Jackson Nicholas, the shortstop. Hauser set. First pitch of this at bat misses. Ball 1. Sakata lead at first. Not a large one. About 2 steps. 1-0 pitch on the way. Check swing. Doesn't matter. 87 miles an hour in there for a strike. Count evens up at 1-1. Sweatshirts being donned and jackets being put on by fans here at Walker Stadium. 1-1 pitch on the way. Over the outer part of the plate. Floats in at 75. 1-2. Sakata again a lead over at first base. Hauser leans over and checks on him. Now brings in the 1-2 pitch. Gets away from the catcher, Andrew McKenna, and getting down to second base, Jake Sakata on the passed ball. So that takes away the double play opportunity. Runner on at second, nobody out. 2-2 the count on Jackson. Look back at second, 2-2 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Struck him out. Zach Hauser's second strikeout. Number 8 overall for Portland pitchers. 1 on, 1 away, and that'll bring up the right fielder, number 8, Trent Prokes. Prokes has kept Kyler Stancato out in center field busy tonight. All 3 times he's been at bat, he is hit it out to center. Takes a look at the first pitch, misses high at 88. 1-0. Stancato playing a step or 2 over towards left. Look back. 1-0 pitch on the way in, swung on and hit to the left side, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Sakata stops at third. Unfortunately, Metro couldn't find the handle on the ball, and Sakata comes around to score. So that is a base hit and an error. E7 on the relay in, which allows Sakata to score. No RBI for Prokes on that. So Raptors on the board now. First pitch the at-bat to Andy Allenson, over for a strike, 0-1. Prokes lead over at first. 0-1 pitch on the way in the, not quite in the dirt, down low, ball 1, 1-1. Dylan's got the rally gator and is walking it down the first base line towards the rally gator bar. 1-1 pitch on the way. Nice stop by McKenna behind the dish. 2-1. Thought that our PA announcer, Joe Simons, was about to give us the attendance this evening, but that did not happen. 2-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and popped up. Over on the left side toward the Pickles dugout, giving chase. Armando Briseño makes the play. Call that 5P. Put the rally gator away, please. Well, 2 down. Proke still on at first base for the Raptors, and that's going to bring up designated hitter Reese Calvin. Calvin looking for his first base hit of the evening. Struck out twice. Flew out to shortstop his last time up. Takes that pitch and smacks it out towards left field. Hooking foul and out onto the left field berm. Count goes to 0-1. Hey, they're chasing after it too. Was that person chasing after it with a beer in their hand? Was that what was going on out there? All right. Never know what you're going to see here at Walker Stadium, friends. Glance over towards first base by Hauser. 0-1 pitch on the way in. Misses low. 88. Ball 1. 1-1. Hauser has his sign for McKenna. Comes set. Brings in the 1-1. Swung on and missed. Swung through a 76-mile-an-hour changeup. Count goes to 1-2. Pickles faithful looking to end the top of the 8th inning. Glance over towards first base. Wide and the pitch on the way. Check swing did not go. Pitch was away. 2-2. Calvin steps back in. Awaits the 2-2 pitch. Check swing did not go again. That pitch low, ball 3. 3-2. Brooks on at first base. Isaac Loving's on deck for the Raptors. Hauser checks over at first. Comes set, 3-2 pitch. Bouncer back towards the mound. Nice play by Zach. Throws over to first base. 1-3 the put out on Reese Calvin. And that'll do it for the Raptors here in the 8th inning. They do pick up a run on 1 base hit, 1 error, and 1 runner left on. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Your score, Portland 8, Ridgefield 1. All righty, baseball friends, welcome back to Walker Stadium. We got a new pitcher on the mound for the Ridgefield Raptors. That is number 27, Braden Yukon. Takes over for Mike Miller, who goes a third of an inning. Does not give up a hit or a run. Does walk 2 batters. Does not strike out anyone. Braden Yukon on to face Kyler Stancato, Armando Briseño, and Nicky Marcantinados. Ashley Spencer checking into the chat. Welcome.
Number 16, the center fielder from Cal State Bakersfield, Tyler Stancato.
Braden Yukon with a 0.00 ERA from Clark Community College. Has been in 1 game so far, pitched an inning. His first pitch in the dirt, 1-0. Stancato hit into a fielder's choice his first time up. 1-0 pitch, misses high and away, ball 2, 2-0. Optimus Prime looking for 3 more outs. Yukon set. 2-0 pitch on the way, misses high and away at 82. Ball 3, 3-0. Yukon has his sign from Lovings, now comes set. 3-0 pitch on the way, over for a strike at 83 miles an hour, 3-1.
Oliver Greenman to the party.
Lancer checking into the chat. Hello, glad to have you along. 3-1 pitch on the way, misses low and away, ball 4. So Stancato aboard via a walk. Armando Briseño now to the plate. Briseño with a sacrifice fly to center field his last time up. Singled before that and came around to score. First pitch he sees. That pitch missing in at 81, 1-0. Briseño twirls the bat around once. Stancato lead, bounced foul. Count evens up at 1-1. Nicky Marcantinados on deck. There was some sort of chanting going on down the third base line, but I have 0 clue what they are talking about. 1-1 pitch on the way, over for a strike at 77. Count goes to 1-2. Oh, Prime Ape, you should totally come hang out in a couple weeks. Love to have you here. And if you do, go talk to Joe Simons, our PA guy, to shout out your child for the birthday, or your birthday. Sorry. Whoever's birthday it is, let Joe Simons know. He'll give you a shout out in the park. 2-2 the count on Briseño. Stancato aboard via the leadoff walk, hanging out at first base. Yukon comes set. 2-2 pitch on the way, swung on to the bouncer towards short. And it gets by Nicholas, rounding second and heading to third. Kyler Stancato, he's going to get in there standing. So that is a hit for Briseño. Stancato advances. Runners on the corners. Nobody out. Nicky Marcantinados to the plate. Chance for the Pickles to get that run back that they gave up in the top half of the frame. Nicky singled twice, driven in a run. Also came in to score. First pitch missing away at 82, ball one. Briseño a lead at first, Stancato a lead at third. 1-0 pitch on the way in. Low ball two, 2-0. I believe the Bat Boys are James and William this year. And we'll get verification on that at some point. 2-0 pitch on the way, misses low and outside. Ball three, 3-0. Braden Yukon one pitch off the plate away from loading the bases. Nicky stands in, awaits the 3-0, taking all the way, ball four. Mark Cantinanos draws a walk. Briseño moves down to second base. Once again, bases brined, nobody down, and Isaac Loving's out from behind the dish to come have a conversation with Braden Yukon. Raptors finding themselves in a bit of a situation here.
Next up, your West Coast League Player of the Week, number 6, Jack Metcho.
Bases full of pickles for Jack Metcho, your West Coast League Player of the Week. First pitch he sees this at bat bends in at 78, 0-1. Yukon's 0-1 pitch, misses outside. Nice block by Lovings. Pickles trying to see if they can cash in double digits this game. Yukon holds. Now brings in the 1-1, swung on and fouled off to the right. Count goes to 1-2 on the Pickles shortstop. Crowd thinning out as the temperature drops and the time approaching 10 o'clock now. 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on in an inside-out swing towards second base. Jake Sukata couldn't hold on to it. All right, so Kyler Stancato comes in to score first and foremost, so raise those chairs once again. Armando Briseño was out advancing to third. Nicky Marcantinados is out at second. And Jack Metcho is on at first. Gonna have to ask Gary what the play was on that. And Mag's out of the dugout to have a conversation with Clint Baxter about the legitimacy of the last couple of calls. 4-6-5.
Next up for the Pickles, it's number 31, Kevin Ferguson.
So Stancato did come in to score. Metcho over at first. Briseño and Marcantinados erased on the play. 2 down now. Yukon's first pitch, this at bat, misses away, ball one. Well, Tom, there was a lot there. There ended up being a force at second, and somehow there then ended up being a force at third, even though a tag should have been applied since the runner at second was then out. But you know, things happen. Next pitch fouled almost over the netting. Count goes to 1-1. In summary, there was a lot going on that play. But we know what the aftermath is. A run in, a double play, a runner on first. 1-1 to Ferguson. 1-2. As you'll remember, Kevin Ferguson took over for Jack Eichler, who pinch ran for Cameron Dayton back in the 7th inning. So that is actually Kevin Ferguson, number 31 at the plate for his first at-bat. Also took over playing first. 1-2 pitch, misses outside, ball 2, 2-2. Metro gets his lead. Ferguson awaits the next pitch in the box. 2-2 on the way, swung on and hit into right field for a base hit. Stopping at second base, Jack Metcho, and give Kevin Ferguson a single. So runners on at first and second for Zage Lancaster. So as you'll recall, when the game started, we put the over-under at 2 hours and 53 minutes. We are treading dangerously close to that territory right now. UConn set. First pitch swung on and crushed into left center field, and that's gonna get down for a base hit. Coming in and scoring on the play, Jack Metcho rounding third, and coming in to score, Kevin Ferguson, 2 RBI double for Zage Lancaster. Chairs being raised down below. 2 more runs in for your Pickles. That's 3 in the inning. Runner on second base, 2 down for Andrew McKenna. McKenna has had a day. A single, a double, a pair of walks, a stolen base, a run scored. Feel like the only thing he's missing is an RBI, and it looks like the Park's going to hold this in. It is going to be Trent Prokes, who initially started going back on the ball and then came in again, that swirling wind out there in right field. And that will do it for your Pickles here in the 8th inning. But they score 3 more runs. We are headed to the top of the 9th inning. Your score here at Walker Stadium, Pickles 11, Raptors 1.
Stronger.
9%?
Yes.
9.5% ABV!
Juice Force IPA. Live rangerously.
Alrighty, baseball friends, we are back for the ninth inning. A new pitcher out on the mound. That is double-aught Josiah Shipley. Shipley taking over for Zach Hauser. Hauser goes 2 innings, gives up 1 hit, 1 run. That run was not earned. 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. 8 strikeouts so far for Pickles pitchers this game. I believe Ron the K-Man was looking for 11. Going to take a heck of a ninth inning to cash that in. Numbers across the board for the visiting Raptors. 1 run on 2 base hits and a pair of errors. For your home team, Portland Pickles, 11 runs on 12 base hits and 1 error. Lisa looking for 3 up, 3 down in the chat. We will see what Josiah Shipley has. Shipley from Clackamas Community College. I have this as Josiah Shipley's first appearance. $11 is a silly number of runs. First pitch in the ninth inning from Josiah Shipley, missing low and away at 86, ball 1. There's a pinch hitter, number 13. For Royce Clayton Jr., swung on and missed. Count evens up at 1-1. So Royce pinch hitting for Isaac Lovings. 1-1 pitch. Misses low at 88. Ball 2, 2-1. That's right, Aiden Hill got his ring tonight. Former Portland Winterhawk. As the Golden Knights beat Florida in Game 5 of the NHL Finals to win their first Stanley Cup, 3-1. Shipley stares in, comes set at the waist. 3-1 pitch, got the outside part of the plate. Clayton thought he'd drawn a walk. Instead, count goes full, 3-2. Shipley's 3-2 pitch, misses low, ball 4. So Royce Clayton draws a leadoff walk. Second inning in a row that the Raptors have gotten the leadoff batter aboard via a walk. That'll bring up Britton Beeson, the center fielder. Well, in this baseball game, apparently we're going to talk hockey for a second. They did have Cody Glass for a while, signed him initially. Cody Glass now currently playing with the Nashville Predators. Tom Jones noting that it is now crossed the hour of midnight in St. Louis. Brian Grant back to the dugout. Well, Tom, we're always glad to have you along on the broadcast. Glad you're sticking around with us here. A little lopsided tonight here at Walker Stadium. Shipley looking to end this game. Royce Clayton Jr. on at first. Next pitch misses, ball 1. Beeson got aboard via a walk back in the second. 1-0 pitch, fouls off into the netting on the right. 1-1 the count. A lot of yelling down the third base line tonight. 1-1 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Count goes to 1-2. Gary's got a better view of that than I do. Gary, that's coming from the fan area, not the dugout, correct? That's what I thought, thank you. Just wanted to clarify. 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on and spoiled foul towards the Ridgefield dugout. Count stays at 1-2. Shipley comes set. 1-2 pitch on the way. Got away from Shipley. That was just a skosh inside. Wild pitch allows Royce Clayton Jr. to take second. I did pretty good with the over-under tonight. We are 5 minutes away from the time called on the clock. Look back towards second base. Another look back, 2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Got him, strike three. Britton Beeson down on strikes for the second time tonight. First strikeout for Josiah Shipley. Strikeout number 9 for Pickles pitchers. That's going to bring up third baseman Jeff Hoffman. No. Pinch hitter number 5, Spencer Siebold. First pitch to Spencer, swung on and missed. Well, Optimus Prime, that is Ron the K-Man out there in left field, and he has been busy tonight, absolutely. Shipley comes set at the waist, looks back towards second. 0-1 pitch on the way, swung on and golfed towards third. Fielded by Briseño, the throw over to first in time. 5-3 the put out on Spencer Siebold. On the play, Royce Clayton Jr. advancing to third. And Ridgefield is down to their final out. Gary, we have a fan in the chat that wanted to tell you you are the best. Gary appreciates the flowers. We've got another pinch hitter, this one number 10. I don't actually have a Ridgefield roster in front of me. I know that's number 10. First pitch swung on and shot into left field, but foul. Just foul. Camden steps back in. Bends at the knees a few times. Shipley comes set. 0-1 pitch on the way. Outside at 87. Count evens up at 1-1. Camden taking over for Jack Salmon, who ends up going 1 for 3. A single strikeout and a foul out. Much appreciated, Coptimus. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Count goes to 1-2. Raptors down to their final strike in game 1 of this 3-game series. Pickles had come in with 2 straight losses. Ridgefield come in on the back of a loss as well. Both teams trying to right the ship tonight. 1-2 pitch on the way. Got him looking. Strike 3. 10th strikeout for Pickles pitchers overall. Strikeout number 2 for Josiah Shipley. And that will do it for the Raptors here in the 9th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on. Fans, thank you so much for joining us on the broadcast tonight. It was great to have you along. Your final numbers of the game for the visiting Ridgefield Raptors: 1 run on 2 base hits and 2 errors. For your home team, Pickles, 11 runs on 12 base hits and 1 error. The over-under, it's the over tonight by a minute. I said 2:53. So 7 minutes out would have been 10:00. Oh, no, you're right. It's the under by a minute. The under wins by a minute tonight. Wow. Sorry, y'all had to be witness to that, but thanks for joining us for the broadcast. We'll be doing it again here tomorrow night starting at roughly 7 o'clock. We will see you then, friends. Until then, have a great evening.